see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce Craig Zinger. This is his second visit. I think he performed at our Christmas party. He's got a bachelor's degree from the University of Pittsburgh, and he's noted for his Hokey Pokey, which he did for the Pirates. He's recorded 4 CDs, and the most famous one was Herman's Hermit. He's married to his wife Robin and has 2 children. Let's give a nice warm applaud to Craig Zinger.
Welcome. Can you hear me? Yeah. Fantastic. So you're probably wondering how I got this job. I called Paul, and he said, well, we'd like to hire you, but what do you do? And I told Paul, well, I sing off key and I wear cool piano socks. So he said, you're hired. So that's the deal. This next song is a takeoff on Downtown, but we don't say it exactly that way in Pittsburgh. We say more like Downtown. So if you join me in the chorus. Gun-smoking banner, they drive yins bananas. There's a place to go where? Downtown. Click off the telling, see fireworks by Zambelli on New Year's Eve, you know. Downtown. At the Rivers Club you can work out and get a schwitz now. And if you like fish, it's pretty good at Bankovitz now. That's in the Strip. Let's rush to downtown, be first. They got the biggest potholes in the universe. When you're downtown, at Hinesville the Stillers play. Downtown, it climbs up and down all day. Downtown, when bridges they go on for miles. Let's grab a cold beer and make pierogi and cheer. The Bucks at PNC, they need it. Downtown. Yins better hurry, sip the tang, Mark and Murray at the Pecan. Downtown, it's really hip down at the Strip, you don't have to dress fancy. They put the fries and coleslaw on your sandwich at Primanti's, it's tasty too. Ford Park, then there's Station Square. Downtown it has charisma, and it has flair. Let's go downtown, Yins will have lots of joy. Downtown, Yins will shout double yoy. Downtown, there's lots of Pittsburghs for yins. Downtown, the south side has lots of flair. Downtown, let's all get drunk, get a tattoo there. Downtown, yins will be happy and fit. Let's go downtown. All right. Pat's my sound engineer. How's my balance? Am I in balance? Okay. Very good. So people ask me a lot of questions because this is not a 9-to-5 job, as you noticed. You can tell. No secretaries, no telephones, no cubicles, right? I used to be a CPA for Touche Ross, but I quit the profession because no one would applaud my tax returns. That is true. So I'd like to tell you how it is like to be a CPA. I'm just a CPA. My pinstripe suit is gray. I'm always at my calculator. My clientele relaxes while I prepare the taxes. I'm a smooth operator. Tell them, hello, how are you? Where's your W-2? And did I forget to mention that's $600 today? That's because I'm your CPA. I'm a great invention. I'm just a CPA. The rules change every day. I do my very best to keep up. I get nice big fees for doing schedule C's while the deadlines creep up. I can hardly wait till I depreciate. I don't even mind the tension when I'm all taxed out one day. It's 'cause I'm your CPA. I'm a great invention. I'm just a CPA. My files almost touch the ceiling. Clients give me pains when they got capital gains. By now, my head is reeling. Clients love my skill until they get my bill. And that's when they cry, reduction. Well, they ask me how's my day. Gosh, I'm just a CPA. Life's a good deduction. Life's a big deduction. All right. So people ask me about my personal life. I have, if you include the dog, I have 3 children. My daughter is 15 and a half, going on 25 and a half. Her name is Marnie, like the Alfred Hitchcock movie, and raising her is a lot like an Alfred Hitchcock movie. And my second child is a little bit older. She's 52. That would be my wife. So, let's try this one. Do we have any Steeler fans in the audience? Raise your hand if you're a Steeler fan. No Steeler fans. Oh, I must be in Cleveland then. Oh, my goodness. Now, this is to the tune of the Pennsylvania polka, so when I stop playing, I want you to applaud. We're from the city who wears black and gold. We love the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their football, it's magic, both young and old. We love the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the Mike Tomlin era. It's his time to shine. The Steelers have sent from the YMCA in Springfield to Tarentum. The Steeler Nation has got momentum. Lawless burger. Yes, we have an aerial attack. Big Ben, when he strikes again, no one scrambles like this quarterback. Antonio Brown, he runs like an antelope. And Le'Veon Bell, besides, keeps that running game alive. Jesse James is tall. Hey, one time he stole the ball. Outlaw Jesse James, he stole the ball. We cheer the team. This year we'll win it all. We're from the city, we're black and gold. We love the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their football is magic, people young and old. We love the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's called the Mike Tomlin era. It's his time to shine. The Steelers have been set up from the south side to Tarentum. The Steelers nation has got momentum. DJ Watts, Cam Hager, looks for defense as a 1-2 punch. There's no Hager and Bud Dupree. Sunday they'll have a quarterback for lunch. Where's Paula? Malu, no longer here. That's not fair. Hope he never cuts that hair. He had long hair. Blitzen was a deer. Coach Lamar invented it here. Cheer the team. It's here with we are you. Let's hear it. Charge. Come on, it's my wife's favorite word in the English language. Charge. Charge. This next song is an original. It's called the Senior Men's Club of YMCA Boogie Woogie 8 to the Bar. Now, there's a part for you. When I stop playing, I want you to fill it in with a big, loud hey, so you can be my YMCA haymakers. Want to try that on 4? Hey? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Okay. Boogie Woogie 8 to the Bar. Now, when I do this, by the way, is a complex musical term. It's called the elbow thingy. When you see the elbow thingy, yell hey, okay? Ready? So much. All right, so the hokey pokey. All right, so I had a nice thing happen a few years ago. I knew that the Pittsburgh Pirates have this tradition of racing pierogies around the ballpark during the 6th inning, between innings, right? Have you seen this? Yeah. Okay. Big thing with the kids. So I figured they needed a ditty while they raced around. So I wrote the hokey pierogi for the Pirates. And thank goodness they played it during the races for years and years and years. I think about 6 million people heard the hokey pierogi. So, and there's a part for you, and it goes like this. That's what it's all about. I'm going to try that on 4. 1, 2, 3, sing. That's what it's all about. Let's all sing a pierogi tune. Take a noodle dumpling, shape it like a half a moon. Do the hokey pierogi, you're a hit without a doubt. Sing, that's what it's all about. You get 2 cups of flour, you add a pinch of salt, but don't forget the egg or else I'll yell, oi, gewalt. You do the hokey pierogi, you're a hit without a doubt. Sing, that's what it's all about. You start the mushrooms in, add some cottage cheese, a little seasoning, and boiling it's a breeze. You do the hokey pierogi, you'll have a lot of clout. Sing, that's what it's all about. Who needs oily hoagies? I'd rather make pierogies. And I'm not telling you folks, jokies. Pierogies, what it's about. Now find your right hand. Mine's always the last place I left it. You put your right hand in, you take your right hand out. Your right hand in, you make it like sauerkraut. The hokey pierogi, without a doubt, sing. That's what it's all about. You put your left hand in, take your left hand out. Your left hand in, go get your neighbor in the snout. You do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your right foot in, your right foot out. Your right foot in, try not to kick out the grout. You do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left foot in, your left foot out. Your left foot in, and your neighbor, please don't clout. You do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Big finish. You do the hokey pokey. You do the hokey pokey. I'd like to slow it down a little bit. They say that men are from Mars and women are from Venus. You ever hear that expression? Something like that? Okay. My wife is always saying, you know, we're not on the same page. So I'd like to sing a song and demonstrate how we're not always on the same page. When I'm in the mood for love, she's in the mood for herring. When I'm in the mood for herring, she's in the mood for love. Love is a fragile thing, delicate and elusive. Herring is not conducive when I'm in the mood for love. Why stop to think of herring? That's their passion flower. That if you're so for herring, you can have herring in half an hour. Herring can always wait. Herring does not mind waiting. Meanwhile, I'm marinating. 'Cause I'm in the mood. Yes, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood for love. Thank you so much. So, I was talking to my buddy the other day, and I said, well, I'm batching it for a week because my wife's out of town visiting her sister. And so he asked me, so what are you going to do for aggravation? So, my wife, I learned recently, she's a martial arts expert. She holds a 5th degree black belt in shopping. 5th degree black belt in shopping. We lost actually it was stolen. Our American Express card was stolen, but I did not report it because the guy that stole it spends less than my wife. So I'd like to do a tune. I borrowed a melody from Fiddler on the Roof, To Life, L'chaim. I changed it to My Wife, She Won't Stop Buying. My wife, she won't quit buying. She shops every day of her life. She's out there spending from dusk to dawn. Woo! Where there's a sieve, there's my wife, goes right. She's eyeing. The dresses are calling her name. When there's a big sale on pantyhose, to the store she goes. Every store loves my wife. We get frequent flyer miles each time she charges for stuff on our credit card. We burn 10 gazillion miles, and that's enough to send my in-laws off to Mars. My wife knows I'm not lying. She shops like it's going out of style. My credit limit is very large. That's my master charge. Queen of buying. My wife. Thanks so much. All right, so I'm going to the Pirates game tonight, so look for me on the first base line. That's when the left hand batters, you'll see me. So I'd like to do a little takeoff horn, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. First we'll do the right words, ready? Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to a crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back for it. We root for the Pirates. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. Here's my version, honey. Take me out of this ball game. Take me back to my car. I'm full of peanuts and onion rings, popcorn, pimentis, and buffalo wings. Yes, I ate every pretzel. There's no one gained 1, 2, 300 pounds of the pirate's game. Now, how would Mozart have played this? My toes will about a cool Pepto-Bismol will help make my tummy tame. I gained 1, 2, 300 pounds of the pirate game. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out of the old ball game. By Menon. Yes, we have a request from Paul. Herman's So the deal was, let me tell you, here's one of my favorite music stories. I was playing a concert with Peter Noon, who's the lead singer in Herman's Hermits. You've seen him on Ed Sullivan. He's kind of an iconic figure from from Great Britain. And the night before, we were at the hotel bar, and he was telling stories and signing autographs, but he didn't have a pen. Did not have a pen. So I said, well, I have a pen. A CPA always has a pen, because I was a CPA in my former life, right? So I lent him my pen, and the very next day, when we were doing the concert, he was introducing the members of the band, and I was on keyboard, and he said, and on keyboard, my CPA, Craig Zinger, in his British accent. That was in Upper Borough, Maryland, I think it was called. So let's do this. Now, I don't know any Peter Noon tunes, but I'm going to do a Bobby Darin tune from the 60s. This is called Splish Splash. Splish Splash, I was taking a bath. Walking about a Saturday night. Yeah. Relaxing in the tub. Thinking everything was alright. I stepped out the tub on the floor. I wrapped the towel around me and I opened the door. Splish Splash, I jumped back in the bath. Well, how was I to know there was a party going on there? Splishing and a splashing. Moving with the moving. There was a feeling with the feeling. There was a rocking and a rolling. I saw the whole gang dancing on the living room rug. A flip-flop, babies doing the pop. All the teens had to dance in the bug. A lollipop, Maggie Sue, the guy Miss Molly was even there too. Splish splash, I forgot about the bat. I wouldn't put my dance shoes on. I wasn't rolling and schooling. So much. So I'd like to give you a little feel of how it was growing up playing the piano. My mother was the one that paid for my piano lessons, and people asked me when I started playing piano, and the answer was I started at 10 and I quit about 11:15. So, my mom had a very unique way of cataloging the songs. She did not care about the titles. Every song was given a numerical denomination depending upon how many lessons it took me to learn the piece. For example, my first piece was Alley Cat, and she called that the $25 piece because it cost $5 per lesson, and it took me 5 lessons to master that. So here's the song that got it all started. And the reason I learned Alley Cat was because my cousin was playing it. He was 3 years younger, and I wanted to be like my cousin Lon. $25. $25. All right, so it seems during the summer, around Pittsburgh especially, that these construction kind of projects pop up spontaneously. And they have a saying in Pittsburgh that the shortest distance between 2 points is exactly under construction. So since this is the way I vent by writing parodies, I took the tune, it's a long way to Tipperary, and I changed it to it's a long wait, it's temporary. They closed the parkway, it's temporary. That's what PennDOT spokesmen say. I took the detour, but I can't be sure how I wound up in Bombay. Big roads, orange road cones, road rage, big delays. I didn't know what they meant by temporary. I had black hair, now it's gray. The bridge to nowhere, it didn't go there. It took 2 decades to complete. And I stay now, we're 28 now. Makes me say stuff I can't repeat. Gosh darn, hooray for that delay. Farewell, Steelers games. The shortest space between 2 points is a work zone. And it's PennDOT who I blame. They close the tunnels, it's temporary. That's 1 year, Doc. I fear my GPS, ow. My basket case now, she tells me I can't get there from here. My best friend is now the West End. Hello, single lanes. It's a long, long wait, it's temporary. Orange cones drive me insane. Thank you so much. All right. Paul wanted to hear some Frank Sinatra, so let me put on some strings. Very romantic here. Here we go. things in my soup. That's what I found. They're little tiny things that move around. They're looking down, I see. They're looking up at me. Strange things can be seen. They're scattered sparsely. Strange things that are green, but are not parsley. In my bowl they made. They're little. Soup was meant to be completely free of all extraneous debris, except for now and then a noodle or some rice. But these things aren't nice. See them swimming, splashing, thriving. Holy smoke, they're scuba diving. In my blue vase, I looked and then I saw a tiny face with large antennae, and I heard him say, this is what he said, the soup is good today. I let out a whoop. I hollered, waiter, there are strangers in my soup. And when he came, I said, no, I'm a connoisseur. I brought you soup du jour. He said, look, I'm just your waiter. You need an exterminator. You ordered soup du jour. I knew you dug soup. I brought the soup du jour. Today it's bug soup. That explains the brew of strange things in your soup. Everyone sing soupy doopy doo. Ready? Soupy doopy doo. Doopy da again. Soupy doopy doo. Doopy da. One more time. Soupy doopy doo. Those strange things in my soup. Frank Sinatra. That was for Paul. All right. I'll do some real... I'm going to do a musical introduction to a Frank Sinatra tune. You guess the city, okay? You got it? I left my heart in San Francisco, high on a hill. It calls to me. Chicago, Chicago, town. Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you around. I was just messing with you. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York. These Jimmy Choo shoes are longing to stray and step around the heart of it in old New York. I will wake up in a city that never sleeps. You find a king of the hill, top of the heap. These little towns are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. Come on, come through New York, New York. Time for my physical therapy. These little town blues are melting away. Got like 15 minutes. I'll make a brand new start of it. In New York, shortest decline in the world. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. Come on, come through. New York, New York. New York, New York. All right, ladies and I should say, this is exactly like every retirement venue that I play. Exactly, except that you're all men. I'd like to do something by Bobby Darin. Now, does everyone know that that's not really his name? Does anyone know how he got his name? Apparently he was in his hotel room looking out the window at the Mandarin restaurant, but the first syllable was burned out. So instead of Mandarin, it was left with Darin, so that's how he chose his last name. So here we go. This is called Beyond the Sea. If you know it, feel free to. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. My river stands on the sand and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there waiting for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond the stars, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond the doubt my heart will leave it soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just like before. I will be beyond the sea, and never again I go sailing. Thank you. So as I got better at piano, the songs got a little more difficult. So I'd like to present to you now the $100 piece. $100 piece. Well, I've been fortunate to play any kind of event you can think of. Some examples are I played for the grand opening of the Pittsburgh subway, where I transported my grand piano underground. I played for Yanni. I played for 3WS radio, bar mitzvahs, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, bridal showers, baby showers, you name it, I've performed it. And every single time, without fail, they have served, on a break when we're hungry, chicken. I've counted all the events. I performed 5,873 events, and all 5,873 events have served a different style of chicken. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to sing about every single style. I hope you didn't make any plans. This is a chicken dance. I love chicken, yes I do. In a barbecue, I'm in my glory. Eating chicken cacciatore. I love a thigh, I love a wing. Please pass the chicken out, kid. When I visit my Aunt Clara, she makes chicken primavera. I am so glad I'm not a chicken, cause if I were, my pulse would quicken. Cause in that pot, the pot it thickens. When you're a chicken, you go down kicking. The Sultan of Brunei loves chicken pot pie and chicken noodle soup. Makes me yell, woo! I'm a connoisseur of chicken on a skewer. The world's best job, eating chicken shish kebab. If I were king, I'd serve my queenie a royal plate of chicken salad. I would go out and buy huge buckets of buffalo wings and chicken nuggets. Question: why'd the chicken cross the road? I've never known. Chicken Little was bawling, cause the sky was falling. I love chicken fricassee, or when it's on a rotisserie. Are you pulling my leg? Which came first, the chicken or the? Can we all sing egg? Ready? Egg. Brace yourselves. Walk, walk. Paul. I hurt myself in that note, Paul. I hurt myself. I'm okay. All right. Pittsburgh is very special to me, so I'd like to sing about one of its rivers. With my apologies to Henry Mancini. Mon River, it has crocodiles, smells sweeter than the Nile most days. A sea chanty sails straight to Primantes. My appetite's growing, start rolling that way to Gateway Clippers, off to see the bird. Squirrel Hill and Heidelberg, we'll see. Then after a great big inflatable yellow duck at the end, where? At the May West Bend. Monongahela a friend, Mon River, and me. All right, Henry Mancini, twisted it. Here's what I think is the irony. Do you know what my dad did for a living? He was a senior English literature teacher at Charters Valley. So I find it ironic that I'm taking the English language and destroying it right before your eyes today. Here's one of my most embarrassing moments, and if you read this in Reader's Digest, you heard it here at the Sewickley Y. This was when I was just married, and it was one of my wife's cousins who was getting bat mitzvah. Now that's when a 13-year-old girl, like a rite of passage, has a big party and speeches and things, and she reads from the Torah. All right, so what happened was, it was the cocktail party after all this, and because it was in Maryland at a hotel, I didn't have to drive. I had one drink over my limit. The bartender had a heavy arm, a heavy elbow. So as I was sloshing out of the cocktail hour into the big ballroom to be served a formal dinner, I spotted on one of these long tables a photo album of the guest of honor. Her name was Eve, and a beautiful color picture of her on the photo album. It said, "The Life and Times of Eve." So not knowing my wife's family, I went to open the book, the photo album, and I heard a scream I'd never heard before from my wife. "Craig, no, don't do it." It was not the photo album. It was the cake. True story. I put my hand right through the dessert. And so fortunately the staff was very clever. They smoothed it over, and I had to join Cakes Without Partners, of course. And in the state of Maryland, I'm not allowed within 900 feet of any baked good. So, now why do I mention that? Because there's a song that I sing about, a love song that I do at bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs, and I'd like to do that for you now. It's about a fellow who met his destiny while riding an elevator. But I'm going to add a bass player here. Wait a minute. Give me a second here. Always love the bass player. There he is. Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila, oh, the day they met. Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila, no one will forget. Harvey's a CPA, he works for IBM. He went to MIT and got his PhD. Sheila's a girl I know at BBDNO. She works the PBX and makes out her checks. Then came one great day when Harvey took the elevator. Sheila got in 2 floors later. So they both thought they were falling. Everyone, Sheila and Harvey, ring the bell, but they fell. Harvey and Sheila fell in love. Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila chose a wedding ring. Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila married in the spring. She shopped at A&P, he bought a used MG. They sat and watched TV on an RCA, borrowed from HFC, bought some AT&T. On election day, worked for LBJ. Then they went and got a charger plate from RH Macy, bought a Leia, Deacon Lacey. Then they had 3 baby girls, both with dimples, both with girls. One named B, one named K. Soon they joined the PTA. Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila moved to West LA. Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila Harvey and Sheila through TWA. They bought a house one day, financed by FHA. It had a swimming pool full of H2O. Traded their used MG for a XKE, switched to the GMB. That's the way things go. Oh, that Harvey, he was really smart. He used his little Sheila bought a white French poodle, went to Europe with a visa. Harvey's rich, they say that he's VIP. This could be only in the USA. Harvey and Sheila. Thank you so much. Now, before I commence the morning, raise your hand if you were born in the month of August. Does anyone have an August birthday? No one in the room was born in August. That's amazing. No activity. Let's see, back that up 8 months. Let's see. Nothing was happening in January, I guess. I think someone was born in August, but you're a little bit shy. But let's do a Doris Day tune. I was watching The Man Who Knew Too Much, which is an Alfred Hitchcock movie, and the most unexpected thing happened. Doris Day started singing. This is Que Sera, Sera, Sera. When I was just a little boy, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Everyone, Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. When I was young, I fell in love. I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Everyone, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. I've got 2 children of my own. One's my wife. They ask their daddy, what will I be? Will we be free? Will we be rich? I tell them tenderly, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera,